Welcome to this instructional video giving you an overview of listings and ProAgent solutions. I'm currently logged into a demo account in the agent portal at agent.proagentsolutions.com. You'll see I'm on the My Listing screen, which I navigated to by going to Listings, and then Your Listings, which will have a summary of your listings. In the top left, you've got filters to search on different criteria of your listings and filter them down. By default, it's set to the status active, but you can change that and change the view. A couple of things on the screen. You're going to obviously see the address, the status, the MLS number. The lockbox number is key. It's not on all of the properties, but if you're using the Feedback Pro showing feedback, you want to make sure there's a lockbox number attached to that listing so that when the showings import, it knows which listing to attach it to. The magnifying glass will allow you to see the details of the listing. The pencil allows you to edit. The little greenhouse will give you an overview of the showings for that listing if you're using the showing feedback, and you can delete listings with the X. There's two ways to enter listings. They can either be manually entered or imported. I'm going to take you to show you an example of importing a new listing. I have a listing number that I'm going to search on. While it's out querying the database, you'll see there's two other fields here, property contact. This is if you're using automated showing feedback via Feedback Pro, you want to choose a contact for your seller if you want them to get the feedback notifications. And you need to go in and make sure that when you created their contact, you turn the notifications on as well. You can also, from this screen, add a new contact, and you'll see this dialog box pop up. For now, I'm going to just choose an existing contact I have. You can also select this, saying it's going to be their primary address on that contact record is the property address, and it'll pull that through. You want to, again, choose a lockbox number for the listing when importing it if you're using the Feedback Pro showing feedback, so it knows which lockbox you have on that property to make sure when it imports showings, it ties it to the right one. I'm going to go ahead and hit select to go ahead and import because it did pull the listing up for that number. Sometimes it'll find duplicates and you need to select the right one. If the data has not propagated yet, which happens sometimes, there is a little bit of a delay sometimes between when you post it with the MLS and when it shows up. You'll see in that case a blue button that says to schedule an import, which will automatically keep trying and then send you an email to notify you when it's imported. If it found duplicates, so you can log in and select the right one, or if it failed in importing, which happens every now and again. We find that that's usually based on the way that the listing was syndicated when it was posted with your MLS, or it just takes a little bit of time for the propagation of the data. So you'll see I'm on the listing record now. It has imported that data and automatically created it. You see the property contact details here. Here's my status of active. The MLS number, my lockbox number, again, is key. So if you're using showing feedback, so it will know which listing to import showings for. And showings will not import if there's not a lockbox, if that showing does not have a lockbox attached to a listing that's created in ProAgent Solutions. You'll see that a lot of the information around the property and property description details imported via that number. If you're using showing feedback, you can go choose your questionnaire. You could have different questionnaires for instance, for sales and for leases, and select the proper one for this property here. I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and that will save that listing that I've imported, okay? And it's going to be in my database now. Now, there's a couple other things here that I want to show you about a listing. So, number one, if you click details, this will take you to the detail view, which it's the same thing as going to your listings and clicking this magnifying glass. If you're using the showing feedback, you're going to see some summary statistics here around showings. Audit Log will give you an audit log of all of the things that have happened related to that listing. Your email history will show all of the emails related to that listing. You'll see a small black triangle on the left. When you click on that, you can see the message event history. So for all those emails, for instance, showing feedback emails, and to a showing agent, you'll be able to see, did they read it? Did they open it? Did they click links in it? Was it successfully delivered and whatnot? You can keep notes on that listing. You can track all your images. These images did import, or excuse me, this image did import via the MLS number. You can attach multiple images. These will be used in the feedback emails, or if you're using Digital Flyer, which is our SMS lead capture module, they'll be, and they text to the number, they'll see those images as well. So it's kind of, they're used throughout the software product. Edit takes you back to the screen we were just on to see the, see that specific listing. You click here on showings, you'll be able to see the showings related to this. Since I've just created the listing, there aren't any showings on it, but they would be summarized here. All of the showings related to that one. Strategies allows you to trigger a strategy on a listing. So if you go over to Setup Strategies, that allows you to create different sequences, such as an email drip campaign or a set of tasks together. And you could have, for instance, for a listing, a buyer or a seller strategy, which is like an email drip campaign plus some tasks that automatically get created in that sequence when you trigger it. So you just go to Strategies, click New, and then you select the strategy that you've already built, and it can trigger it on that listing. Activities allows you to track all your calendar tasks by listing. When you go to Create under Activities, to add a new activity, you tie it to a listing, and then you can see basically all of your tasks related to that listing here. Closings, so you can track your closing for that listing, which is up here. You can add your new closing there and then tie it to a listing. Reports will give you a summary of your showing feedback for this listing if you're using the Feedback Pro showing feedback. If you create PDF, and by the way, there's not any showing since right now because this is a demo account, but you would see the results in your account if you were using Feedback Pro. And then if you click the Create PDF button in the bottom left, that will take that report data, summarize it into a PDF, which you can export and give out to your client. And there's 3 ways that you can give the showing feedback information to your client: via the PDF report, also email notifications when you added the contact to the listing record, and you go and create the contact and turn on feedback notifications. And then there is a seller portal that you can set up under the contact record as well. We'll go over that in the contact video. Thank you for your time. That's all on listings and Pro Agent Solutions. Good luck, and if you have any issues, just email us with your questions to support@proagentsolutions.com. Thanks, and have a great day.